All right, we are back with round two. This is going to be I think, all of the solving equations problems. So, going to be maybe a little bit more work for me. Maybe not, though. Maybe not. We'll see. So, um, get into it. All right. First thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to distribute 2 times 2 to get 4x, 2 times 9 to get 18. At this point, subtract the 4x on both sides, which will cancel both sides. That leaves you with 7 equals 8. Not true. This is no solution. Okay, that's the first one. That's number 11. Okay, all right, moving on. Number 12. Okay, again, solving this as normal. This is a negative 4. When you take negative 4 plus 7x, you get 7 plus 3x equals 3x plus 7. At this point, I can tell you we have the same coefficients. We have the same constants. This is going to be infinitely many solutions on this one will be. Okay. This last one, that's not the last one. Okay, just going to go ahead and solve it. This is a negative 6x when you distribute, minus 10. This 12 plus 2 is 14, minus 6x. So we have the same coefficient in that negative 6, but it looks like we've got different constants. So just to show you what I'm talking about, those will cancel and we'll be left with a negative 10 equals 14, which is not true, should be no solution. Okay. This next one, I certainly wish I had more room for. Okay, well, let's wing it. I might have to jump around here a little bit. So when I distribute, this would be negative 3.5x. Negative 3.5 times 2 gets me a negative 7. So minus 7 equals 5.75x plus 2.25. Add 3.5x. This is going to be so messy. 3.5x. It's going to be miserable. Negative 7 equals 5.75 plus 3.5, 9.25x plus the 2.25, whoops, minus the 2.25. I don't want to go through the next problem. Minus 2.25. So on the left side of my equal sign, I have negative 9.25. And on the right side, I still have this positive 9.25x. Divide everything. You're going to get negative 1 equals x. So this is what we're looking for. Maybe I should have done this. Negative 1. That's what we're looking for right there. Okay, that was a messy one. Sorry about that. Next one looks like it's probably just going to be as messy. So the first thing that I'm going to do here is I'm going to distribute the 3/8 to the x and a 3/8 to the 16. So negative 3/8, negative 3/8 times 16 is a negative 6 equals negative 7. I'm going to combine these guys right here. And honestly, what I'm going to do, because I'm short spaced here, shame on me for doing this, I'm going to do two things at the same time. Don't sue me. 1/4 minus the 3/8. So this gets me a negative 1/8x when I combine these guys down there. And then equals negative 1. From here, I'm actually going to multiply by the reciprocal. You can divide by the coefficient, but I'm going to multiply just for space sake here. Multiply by -8, and I'm going to get x equals +8. Hopefully we have one of those. Hey, there it is, D, right down there. Okay, there we go. All right, yeah. So we want the expressions that will result in no solution. No solution here means we're going to have the same coefficient, but we're going to have different constants. So coefficient that we're going to need is a -2. I see a -2 here. I see a -2 here. That's a +2, so he's out. And then 3x minus 5x gets you a -2x plus 7. So that coefficient's still good. Then we need to have different constants. So the constants, this is a +5. So this one's good, which means A is in. You know what? I like using a color here. A is going to be good. -2. Oh, wait. No solution. Different constants. Oh, that's wrong. Bozo. This one's out because of the constant. This one is correct because it has the same coefficient of -2, and it's got a constant of 3, which is different than that 5. Okay. C is already out. D, coefficient of -2, constant of 7. That looks like a 1. So I'm going to say D is good as well. Okay, so those are what we've got. All right, moving on. On Saturday, Megan babysat for 3 boys. She earns a flat rate of $25. So that's a one-time thing for showing up, and then $3 per hour for babysitting. If she wants to earn at least, that's important, $49. How many hours does she have to work on Saturday? So per hour indicates that is where our variable is going to go, and that per hour is with 3. So A and B already out, already eliminated. Doesn't matter how many hours she works with the kids, she's going to get $25 regardless. After that, we really just need to determine, okay, do we want less than or equal to $49, or do we want more than or equal to $49? She says at least $49. So that means we want we want greater than or equal to $49. So D is going to be our correct inequality there. All right. Couple more here. Hope you're still with me if you're watching the videos. 18. One of the students below made a mistake in solving the equation. Determine which student made the error. Now, I'm going to find the error, but I'm not going to do the explaining just because it's just going to eat more time. And I know you guys don't want to watch me fumble my way through this iPad. See what old Bert's up to. Let's see. 32 equals 2 times the quantity of -6n minus 2. So 2 times -6, that does get me a -12. That is correct. 2 times -2 does get me a -4. That is correct. Okay. We do add the 4 here. That's fine. 32 plus 4, that gets me 36. That is correct. We've got 36 equals -12n. Got it. There's the mistake. -12 is the coefficient. -12 is the coefficient, and we have to divide by -12. So these really need to be -12. So old Bert is incorrect. Bert is incorrect. Let's see what it should have looked like over here on Ernie's side. So they start off with the same thing. 2 times -6 gets you a -12. 2 times -2 gets you a -4. When you add the 4, you still get the 36 equals -12n on the left side, but notice how Ernie divides by the coefficient, which is negative 12. Okay, it's negative 12, meaning your solution should be negative 3. So, Ernie's correct. Okay, so that's 18. Few more for you here. Number 19. I did get a few questions on this today, so let's see. Because this is, I don't have the answer key made. We're doing it live right now. So let's see. Remember, when y equals y, then the other half equals the other half. So you can still do this. So 2/3 x plus 8. Get your variables on one side. So I'm going to add 3x to both sides. I've got 7 equals 2/3 plus 3 to get 2 3/3. Is that right? 2 3/3. Oh, no. Sorry. It wasn't popping up right. 3 2/3 is what it is. I'll write that because I'm sure you guys probably did. Nope, I like improper fractions. I'm going to stick to it. Syntax error. Sweet. 3 2/3. There we go. Okay, so it should be 11/3 x. From here, so it's being added to 8, so I'm going to subtract 8. I'm going to get negative 1 equals 11/3 x. You can multiply by the reciprocal. What I'm going to do, because I did that on an earlier one, I'm going to divide by the coefficient of 11/3. Negative 1 divided by 11/3 gets me negative 3/11. Is it ugly? Yeah, a little bit. Is it still a number? Definitely is. Okay. We have to just follow the math. Sometimes these guys don't come out too pretty. All right. Determine the value of a so that the equation has a solution of x equals negative 4. Now that is going to be an interesting thing. So we've got this. We've got negative x minus 2 equals ax plus 10. This was a weird one today. Okay. Keep in mind, our x is negative 4. So what we have is negative 4 minus 2 equals a times negative 4 plus 10. When you take the opposite or a negative of a negative, what you're really doing is just the positive. It's the opposite of a negative. Okay? I'm going to switch this negative 4 up front here. 4 minus 2 is 2 equals negative 4a plus 10 minus 10. That gets me, going to loop around here. Negative 8 equals negative 4a. Divide by negative 4 to get 2 equals a. Okay, so there's that. That's 20. This next one is 21. 21. Chad is choosing between two cell phone plans. For 1 month, plan A charges $29.95, with each text costing 10 cents. Plan B charges $49.95 each month, with each text costing 5 cents. How many texts must be sent for the plans to cost the same? So this is kind of a weirdly structured question here, because it's like, what do they want us to do here? Well, your test tomorrow, the benchmark, is going to be online, so it'll make a little bit more sense. We got some drop-down arrows for you. But what you want to do here is you're going to define the variable x, which I always say look for how many or how much. And I underlined that. It said how many texts. So number of texts is what we're after on this one. Okay, number of texts is going to be the variable. And then the equation, we want to set these equal. The variable is going to go each text, right? So we want to make sure the 10 cents and the 5 cents has the texts. the 10 cents and the 5 cents has the variable. Yeah, that's right, the variable. Okay. So I'm actually going to cross out this one because the monthly charge has that X variable. I'm also going to charge out or cross out this one because again, the same reason. After that, you need to just decide um, which cent amount or which cost per text amount goes with the monthly charge. So plan A charges $29.95 with 10 cents. So $29.95 with 10 cents. It's going to be this one right here. Okay, that's the variable. That's the equation, and then 22. I believe you're just solving it. Yeah, you're just solving it. So I'm going to use that equation that I picked, 29.95 plus 0.10x equals 49.95 plus 0.05x. Okay, now I can zoom in and solve it. All right, get your variables on one side. I'm going to subtract 0.05x minus 0.05x on this side. 29.95 plus, I believe this is 0.05x, equals 49.95. From here, subtract the 29.95 to get your constants on both sides, or sorry, on one side. 0.05x equals, well, let's see, 0.0002. 20. I think it's just 20. 20.00 if you want. Divide both sides by 0.05, and x equals 20 divided by 0.05. Oh, that's not it. 20 divided by 0.05. There we go. It gave me like some thousands number. I'm like, I don't think that's it. So it should be 400 texts if you do your math correctly on that. So 400 texts, and then these guys will, both of the plans will be equal. All right. That's it. That's it for this video. Benchmarks tomorrow. If you stayed watching this long enough, make sure that you bring your charge device tomorrow. And last day before break. Let's get it.